Hello, everyone. Today I would like to share with you 10 of the most inspirational quotes by Louise Hay. Her words are filled with love, wisdom, and understanding. They have the power to help us reevaluate our lives and change our perspectives. Each quote carries an important message that can help us heal and find our inner peace. Let us take a few moments to read and reflect on them. 1. You have the power to heal your life, and you need to know that. We think so often that we are helpless, but we are not. We always have the power of our minds. Claim and consciously use your power. In real life, after struggling with depression for years, I finally found the courage to take control of my life. I began to practice mindfulness and self-love, and I slowly began to heal. I started to realize that I had the power to make my own choices and rewrite my story. 2. Life is a mirror and will reflect back to the thinker what he thinks into it. In real life, after I started to think positively and focus on the things that I was grateful for, I noticed a shift in my life. I began to attract positive people and experiences into my life. 3. The point of power is always in the present moment. In real life, instead of worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, I began to focus on the present moment. I stopped trying to control things that I could not change and started to enjoy the beauty of the present moment. 4. Love is the great miracle cure. Loving ourselves works miracles in our lives. In real life, after years of self-criticism, I finally realized that I needed to love and accept myself. I began to practice self-care and self-love, and I noticed a shift in my life. I started to feel more joy and peace, and I was able to make better decisions for myself. 5. When we create peace and harmony and balance in our minds, we will find it in our lives. In real life, I stopped comparing myself to others and started to focus on my own path. I started to appreciate the beauty of life and found peace within myself. I was able to create more balance in my life and find happiness in the little things. 6. The past is over and gone. The future is not guaranteed. In real life, instead of worrying about the past or the future, I started to focus on the present moment. I stopped worrying about things that I could not control and started to appreciate the beauty of the present. 7. We are each responsible for all of our experiences. In real life, I stopped blaming others for my mistakes and started to take responsibility for my actions. I realized that I was the only one who could make changes in my life, and I started to make better decisions for myself. 8. What we think determines what happens to us, so if we want to change our lives, we need to stretch our minds. In real life, I stopped limiting myself and started to think outside of the box. I started to believe in my potential and took risks to make changes in my life. 9. It's not our job to judge or criticize, it's our job to accept and love. In real life, I stopped judging myself and started to accept myself for who I am. I stopped comparing myself to others and started to focus on my own path. I began to practice self-love and self-care, and I noticed a shift in my life. 10. The only way to change people is to be gentle with them. In real life, instead of being judgmental and critical, I started to be kinder to myself and others. I began to practice patience and compassion, and I noticed that people responded differently to me. I was able to create more meaningful relationships and make positive changes in my life. Thank you for taking the time to read these wonderful quotes by Louise Hay. I hope they have inspired you to live with more love, understanding, and peace in your life. May you find the courage to create the life you desire and deserve. Remember that you are never alone, and you have the power to heal and create your own happiness. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.